afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching WY TV. It's another edition of News Review. I am Odunayo Adelere, and with me in the studio this afternoon,
I'm Ambassador Rochimorilo, son of the prophetess, the man, where is Mbubuke. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching WY TV. Keep on watching WY TV.
We are on social media platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on X account. We're on TikTok, on Instagram at Wisdom Yard Online TV. You can also join the WhatsApp community train on 070101085549. We want to appreciate all our viewers out there who are staying due to WY TV and also our sponsor, Nokpa About. You know how we did on this show. We bring news that made it to the top. We will talk on the one we will want to talk about, but you can as well join in the comment section. Let's know your mindset about whatever we are discussing, because we will not be the only one talking. So on Point Newspaper this afternoon, we have Tinubu rallies NSA, monarchs as hunger protest looms. I would have dropped governor ambition if Obaseki was reasonable, Shaibu. Tinubu may sign 70,000 naira minimum wage bill next week. On Vanguard newspaper, we have protest. No government will condone destruction of lives, properties, Tinubu. Tinubu calls for strengthening Nigeria-China relations. Fanika Aude warns against nationwide protest, calls for dialogue. On Daily Post newspaper, we have Senator Undume mobilizing youth in my local government against me, Boala cries out. We can't partake in protests with no leadership, Shehu Sani. NNPCL announces fresh recruitment exercise. These are the news that made it to the top. So the ones we'll be discussing today, the first one says Tinubu may sign 70,000 naira minimum wage bill next week.
I thought the president had signed the bill.
That was my thought as well.
That was my thought, because I don't know the reason why the signing of the bill
is taking so long
It's taking so long, because according to what he said he's going to send the bill to the National Assembly, which I believe the bill had been signed before sending it to the National Assembly. Maybe he was waiting for the approval of the National Assembly honorable members there to work on it and sign before taking it back to the table of the president. But I believe 70,000 naira.
According to the news that was in circulation this week, it was like Tinubu already agreed with the organized labor on 70,000 naira, and they already passed the bill to the Senate. And at the Senate, they already read it out. It has passed the hearing. But now that they are saying Tinubu may, it is even under probability. Not even Tinubu will. Tinubu may sign 70,000 naira minimum wage into bill next week.
Maybe the person in question that uttered that statement out wants to carry the attention of the whole country that
by using Tinubu
may. Maybe that is the reason why he uttered the statement out, because I don't believe that should be an issue that we need to debate on. I believe that should have been a past issue.
Okay. President Bola Tinubu may sign the minimum wage into law next week following the passage of the bill by the National Assembly. Multiple sources within the National Assembly revealed that the bill was finalized on Wednesday and transmitted to the President on Thursday yesterday after its expeditious passage by both chambers during Tuesday's plenary. The Senior Special Assistant on National Matters, Senator Abdullahi Gumel, confirmed the development. The bill will be transmitted today, which was yesterday, Thursday. He told the correspondent earlier on Thursday. The President is expected to give expeditious assent to the bill. The Senate and the House of Representatives swiftly passed the National Minimum Wage Act 2019 amendment. You know, I said it when the President agreed with the organized labor. They passed the bill, which underwent second and third readings in both legislative chambers of the National Assembly within minutes of being transmitted by the President, was approved separately by the Senate and the House of Representatives on Tuesday, following a unanimous vote after a clause-by-clause consideration by the Committee of the Whole. The National Minimum Wage Bill passed its third reading and was approved by the Senate. So the only person that is holding on to it, that is making it stay this long now, is the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is saying he's ready to solve Nigeria's case as family matters. So I hope this one...
I saw it in the news this morning, one of the newspapers that says, I think that one was coming out from Edu, that the President has the mission of bringing millions of Nigerians out of poverty. With the first step, with what the whole country is going through, with what we have seen in the service of the country, why could somebody just come out and say the presidency has the vision of bringing out millions of Nigerians out of poverty when billions
This
of
is the
Nigerians
are going down.
went down in wallowing in poverty.
The second one here says Fanika Ode wants against nationwide protests, calls for dialogue.
Well, everybody will just want to say anything that will catch your attention.
So they will be relevant in the society.
They will come out there, they'll be relevant, and I believe it's calling the attention of the president to look at him that he's also ready to work with him or with all those statements with what I'm saying. Since all these days, where was Fanika Ode?
Yeah.
I believe he would have come out to at least to say something about the hardship in the country, because I believe he works with the ex-president, that was President Obasanjo then, and he saw what the country was then and today. Now he's coming out that they should dialogue. I believe a lot of people have been coming out to tell the president to dialogue with the country or to address the country concerning the hardship, which the president still refused to doing, because I saw in the news yesterday where the president had to meet with the traditional rulers, the clerics and some security personnel on the issue of this protest. Why is it that when things is about to go wrong,
that is when they know they can call all these kind of people?
Government will be running that basket instead of them to approach the problem at the right time before the problem gets out of hand.
You know, problem of most Nigerians is we do the wrong thing at the right time, and we do the right thing at the wrong time.
No, they are running that basket not for people
because they don't know what is going to be the outcome of the protest that is actually going to come out. When President Bola Tinubu came out and said, "Though yes, he does protest then, but during their own, they did not destroy it. It was not a violent protest."
What about if
regardless whether violent or no violent, he's still the father of protest.
Protest, yes, he was the one, because I remember this man, Shehu Sonny, during the 25th years anniversary, telling Tinubu categorically that he was the father of protest, single-handedly has been sponsoring protest.
Amid growing tensions and economic challenges, former Minister of Aviation Femi Fanika-Ode has issued a strong warning against a planned nationwide protest under the banner of #EndBadGovernance protest, labeling it a premeditated attempt to destabilize the country. There is nothing wrong with a peaceful demonstration and a lawful, legitimate protest. What is unacceptable is a premeditated attempt by a group of faceless individuals who are on the payroll of subversive elements to destabilize the country and incite people to violence and carnage. Fanika-Ode stated. He expressed concern that the protest branded as a #nationwide strike is an orchestrated effort to provoke the security forces into mutiny and rebellion against the government, thereby threatening the nation's democracy. I don't know that these people understand this kind of big English like this, so not until when tension comes around.
Don't mind them. The English that was supposed to have
been used to tackle the problem that we are facing.
Poverty and the problem that the country is facing. They are coming now to speak grammar. Without grammar, bring foods to the table of the common man that has been sacked, where his company folded up based on the useless and stupid policy being introduced by the federal government. You know, recently, I think 2 days or 3 days ago, CBN asked to go into the extent of increasing the interest rate again. In the midst of this hardship, and you said you people have the vision, you have the mind of bringing many Nigerians out of poverty. With what we are seeing, with all your policy, you are building the economy of the country, you are killing the Nigerians. Is that how to build
when the economy is now stable, who will stay there?
Who will stay there after when a lot of people might have been wiped out from the face of the country based on the hardship and the hunger in the land?
Fanika-Ode urged the organizers to reconsider their plans and avoid provoking reaction from the security forces that may later regret. He cautioned against the risk of igniting a repeat of the EndSARS protests, which were marked by widespread violence, division, and significant property damage. I know this is the main reason why everybody is afraid of the protest, because of what has happened in October 2020.
It's only the rich. It's only those people that have skeleton in the cupboard
that will be scared of the protest.
So only those people that are there eating national cake, or those that are left, that believing that right from their heart, they knew if you are doing good, you know you are doing good. If you are doing bad, you know you are doing bad.
Obviously.
And what I do say, I will repeat that a clear conscience fears no accusation. If you are doing the right thing when you are being appointed into a post in the country, a lot of people will see that you are doing the right thing. Most especially those people that voted you in to be at that post will know you are doing the right thing. This morning when I was about coming to work, I met with a guy. The guy was not talking talking about the councillor, that most of the councillor in their areas are travel out of the country, they're living in the country, living outside the country, still earning their Nigerian salary. That he was not talking about the councillor, the humility of the councillor, what the councillor was doing. That a lot of people that was speaking about this man were speaking good about this man. So automatically, if your conscience is clear, if a protest is coming like this, you have nothing to scare. You might
because it's not even come to your
domain. Yes, you might even join the protest because you know you are doing the right thing.
It as well. The last but not the least, it says we can't partake in protest with no leadership.
Yes, they were looking for a way, loophole to look for those people that are igniting this protest, that has been the leader, who has been sending messages to people that, okay, let's go out on the protest. Because I could remember that this Chief Sonny that you are talking of, you know, I said it that categorically he told Tinubu, though he told Tinubu to be sincere and frankly that many people were being arrested, detained during the SARS process has not been released, which the governor of Lagos State and some other thing and IGP came to the bond that there was nobody being arrested there that has not been released. That okay, now he now said, sir, with the present condition of this country, that it is better that the president do a lot of things, swing it to action so the country won't be in disarray. Now, yesterday's news was that the DSS has confirmed that they knew those people who are behind this protest. When you know the people that are behind the protest,
why don't go and arrest them?
Arrest them or mention their name? They can't go to the extent
of
they
can't give us names.
Arresting them, because if they arrest them, that will put the country in disarray.
Yes.
Because Tinubu himself, the president of the country, was not arrested then. Sir, categorically, he was one of those people that handled the mic and began to speak on how Jonathan and his legislative member.
Nobody can be arrested because it is in the constitution. It's
that
our
you have
right
to your protest.
It is our right.
You understand what I'm saying? So for them to have come out to say, I believe that it was just a rumor, because if
they just want to,
the mastermind behind the protest that is coming, you would have mentioned their name, that these are the set of people that
they can't.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know why this.
Public affairs analyst and former senator representing Kaduna Central, Shehu Sani, says he will not participate in August 1st planned protest, stating that organizers are faceless with no clear leadership direction. Speaking with newsmen in Kaduna on Thursday, Sani stressed the importance of peaceful protests with visible leadership to avoid metamorphosing into violence that is capable of destabilizing the country. The ex-lawmaker therefore called for peaceful protests with clear leadership, citing his own experiences while participating in protests with visible leaders such as President Bola Tinubu, former President Muhammadu Buhari, and late Balarabe Musa, amongst others during the military days and the 2012 anti-subsidy protest. According to him, Nigeria is a democratic nation where people can express opinions, criticize the government, and protest peacefully, but where your freedom is no longer guaranteed when you see all these things.
Look at what happened in Kenya. In fact, I so much love the Kenyans. Permit me to use that.
The Kenyans.
The Kenyans.
I understand.
Because
okay.
when you said it, that when the protest is coming like this, where all this big drama? So
okay, you want to use your big drama as well. Okay.
The Kenyans.
Okay.
I so much love them to the extent in which the youth took up to the street and said they want to take the future of the country from those miscreant leaders, from those leaders that believe they are in charge of the country. Look at what happened to the Tauri, his country. I think Burkina Faso.
Yeah, Burkina Faso.
I wonder why somebody was brought.
The man is not even up to 40.
A man was brought. He's not even up to 40. A young guy, for that matter, like Macron. A young man was brought to this TV station day before yesterday. I think Mr. Shina also, why they were asking him about the achievement of the APC so far.
Okay, the man that was brought to the program.
I was so ashamed of myself of hearing what the man was saying. That
at times,
President
Tinubu, when you see party loyalists, they are not difficult to identify. You know them.
I was so ashamed of covering my eyes to seeing this man, hearing this man saying that it was President Tinubu that completed the Lagos-Ibadan Express Road. That is the only thing we could point to as one of Tinubu's achievements so far in the last 1 year.
One thing I just wanted to know is, if you have somebody that you look up to as a mentor, if you have somebody you look up to as a godfather, if they speak ill of the person, in everything in your capacity, you want to speak good of the person.
Let us speak the truth and let the devil be ashamed. That is exactly what brought the country into this stage of. You remember, Fayose was in PDP.
Yeah.
Then he was invited to Channels Television.
Yes.
Obasanjo was in PDP.
Yeah.
Almost all of the states were being dominated by the PDPs.
Yeah.
Now they will now ask. It was Tinubu Akibaloye that asked him that when the president said he's not interested in the third time. But Fayose answered that when the president Obasanjo said he's not interested in the third time agenda, that he can say that to Nigeria, that he can't say that to him. Tinubu Akibaloye said, "Do you know him?" He said, "Inside house." Because they were very close. That Fayose was in PDP does that mean he should be loyal to Obasanjo if Obasanjo did anything wrong? When Yaya Bello came on China on the issue of this palliative during the President Muhammadu Buhari, categorically, Yaya Bello said the federal government told him that the palliative should not be shared, not until the federal government himself comes to his state to do the flag off of the palliative. Right. That he had to order them to go and share the palliative. And the state local government, one of the local government chairman that refused to share the palliative was sacked then. That was his state. Nobody can come and control his state. The palliative that is meant for the poor. Well, how long will I wait for you people to come and do the flag off of a palliative? For that matter. You know,
for everything we do in Nigeria, we love, should I say, let me use the word, because we'll be using we love charismatic things. People should see you that you do. So what is that thing that they want to share, that they want everybody to actually see that they are flagging?
Because of the mentality, the black mentality that we are having, that you want to showcase that let people see you. For instance, a governor that was being appointed or elected to govern the affairs of the state, the governor now comes out and say, okay, this is the next time for him to campaign. No, I have done this, I've done that. As if it was his father's money or his own personal money that he have used in fixing those roads. The money that belongs to everybody. Have you ever seen an American president or one of the white president coming out to showcase or to boast of himself that he has been able to complete a project? A railway road that has been dated as far back as 1970s in some of the white countries.
It's what we are celebrating
in this century. And somebody will come out and begin to boast, oh, we have done this, we have done that. Before he becomes the governor of that state, how many roads has he been able to fix?
It's an achievement.
It's an achievement.
Yeah.
Shame to them.
Whether old or new, it's an achievement to them.
Shame on them.
It is to you that it is not an achievement, but for them to have actually sat down, brought engineers and from all our sundry, and they construct it and they flag it off.
They've actually even the road that was constructed that will not even last up to 2 years.
They have shared
also. It is an achievement. Oh, God bless our leaders.
Sani also commended the Kaduna State government stance on protests, stating that they would only support protests with identified leaders who could take responsibility in case of a breakdown of law and order in the country. He said, it is important that we bring back our conscience to the fact that Nigeria is a democracy. People have the right to express their opinions, criticize the government, and protest peacefully. I have been a protester all my life, and President Bola Tinubu has also been a protester, but we are peaceful protesters that demanded justice, freedom, and people's friendly policies. Now, the problem we are having now is that there are issues that we need to address. A protest needs two things. First, it's a purpose. Of course, its purpose is to show that people are suffering in the country. We know the purpose. But also, a protest needs a visible leader. When a protest has no leader, the tendency of that protest to metamorphose into violence is apparent.
Come and say he's the leader that is igniting this protest, because the easy leader can easily be manipulated the way the leader of the NLC and the TUC were being manipulated, because according to the last meeting Joe Ajaero and TUC Oshifo had with his fellow members was that no going back on 250,000 naira. Now when they met with the president, they came out laughing that 70,000 naira is okay with what we are buying in the face of the country today. How much is a bag of rice in your area? How much do they sell pepper? Even when they said, okay, we are in the rainy season, the pepper has come down. When last did you go to the market
this is not even a matter of when last did you go to the market.
I priced 3 days ago. I priced 6 tubers of yam. Small tubers of yam.
Is sold at the cost of 3,000 naira.
They were telling me that 6 tubers of yams goes nothing less than for 18,000 naira.
One yam in the market, one not that big, 3,000, 3,500
How much we used
naira.
to buy before?
A yam of 600 naira, 500 naira.
And they are not saying nothing is wrong with this country. The country is
Lots is wrong with Nigeria economy, and I hope the federal government will actually hear this and do something quick before we actually embark on that protest.
It pains me when you see people coming out. Most of those people that are on siege today, people coming out to say, okay, it is not only Nigeria that are going through a tough time. America is also going on a tough time. People sending videos from the America when they visit a store, how much they sell tomato, how much they sell onions, how much they sell this and that. Now, have you ever risen on your head of saying the minimum wage in Nigeria can be compared to what they are paying in America? I could remember when Joe Biden became the president of the United States of America. It came out, his first speech was that any company that is not ready to pay so amount of more dollars per 1 hour should close the company and hand over the company to the federal government. That was to
Nigeria
make
cannot
sure
do that.
He took care of the welfare of the people he wants to govern.
I pray Nigeria will work again, because Nigeria, should I say Nigeria is a messed up country already. I wouldn't want to say that, but I pray Nigeria will work again. All right, I've come to the end of the show today. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, on YouTube, on X account, on Instagram, on TikTok, at Wisdom Yard Online TV. You can as well join the WhatsApp community train on 070-1010-8549. You can bring in your advert. Let's make your product known to the whole wide world. As well, you can be a sponsor for any of the program on WY TV. Thanks to our sponsor, Nokpa Abels. I remain my humble self, Odunayo. Ambassador Rotimi, thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
So we'll come again on your screen. Be good and be fine. Bye for now.